So I set up a stream. And electricity goes off. And then, like, I think 10 minutes or 8 minutes, and then it comes back on. Usually I just hop back on or reset it up, but then it went down. So as I was setting up, I guess the electricity went off and the page stayed open and I didn't know it. So, hmm. Elcom. It's even cutting out my keyboard. That's a little odd that I wrote that. Jules, yeah, hey, yes, that is me. Twitter, Rumble, Rock and Rumble. Those that are new to the channel, if you are here, I hope you are enjoying the videos. If you're new to the channel, I hope you are understanding the differences with my research and with all other research that's out there on the internet. The government's not showing us very good quality images, right? Videos. And sometimes it is just images. Sabinator, falling asleep. What the heck? Jules of Southern Oregon, how are you? Oh, yes. Love you more. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, boom, boom is exactly what happened. Double impact on the moon. That's just yet another video. Did you like how I upped the light? I mean, think of it, guys. We can see at all times on that moon. Even if the moon's just a hairline moon or a crescent moon, I can bring the exposure and aperture, whatever. I adjust everything to like anybody can do. And you can see overexposed the moon on the other side. So that impact that happened was on the bottom side of the moon at that moment. And you could see very well where it hit. It's a double impact. It could be 111, but it could also be UFOs taking off from the moon, right? It could be UFOs that are actually just straight up taking off from the moon. 40 watching. I guess I got time to grab the coffee. Sorry about that. I forgot that. La 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 la. So is Bruce telling the truth? Yeah, you guys are a little late. My friends coming in talking about pareidolia. Don't forget, guys, it's important for people, yes, to understand exactly what pixelation is, what pareidolia is. And I'm trying to do this without sounding smart either. I'm just trying to straight up answer what people are curious about. But it's not going to work anymore. Somebody's looking at a square that I show you in an image and you say it's pareidolia. Pareidolia, my friends, are shadows. The face on Mars. Pareidolia. Oh, there you go. It's a shadow. And I showed that image of the face on Mars. Somebody deliberately took the exposure down. When you bring the exposure back up, okay, when you bring the exposure back up do it yourself. Go grab the moon, the man on Mars lying down. It looks like an alien. When you up the exposure, it's actually filled with tunnels. It's a big mound. Does not look like an alien whatsoever. It doesn't even have the same shape at all. That's pareidolia. So the image that I showed of the base doesn't even have any shadows in it. So there's no pareidolia in it, right? But yes, some people see things that are not there. Of course, absolutely. You know, guy got mad at me for saying that. He goes, "What do you mean you respect me?" Well, I do. I respect your idiocy. If you if you don't see that that's a structure, I don't believe you. It's like you show a child a square. What shape's that? A circle. No, he's going to see the square. Even though he's not going to say it's a lunar base, Mom, on Mars or on the moon, they're still going to say it's a square because you can see geometrical shapes, large geometrical shapes like that. Don't form in nature. That is a fact. We have a very good video. I zoomed up and I've never shown it this close We're going to use the filtering with the colors, the blues, and to adjust to the eye. And then we're going to look at military formations. Now, here's the thing. We're looking at 3 lights going by in the footage. I have so much footage accumulated that we're going to be able to look at a lot of things at streams on videos and stuff like that. So thanks a lot, those of you that are interested in the research. So again, just 60 watching. That could be my connection, right? We're going to assume it's my connection because it just went off or something. There should be a lot more people coming in, but we're going to take our time. That's why we're taking 15, 20 minutes saying hello to everyone, as I always do. Pat in the house. How are you guys doing? Jules of Southern Oregon in the house. I recognize you this time. Yeah. So, like I said, we'll be doing some tests one weekend. You guys will come over and we'll be adding mods and doing some tests, and be the same ones that are here, basically, and just transfer it over there. But I am going to be doing some tests. Hey guys, what do you think of the research of the moon being inhabited? I know it scares some of you, but in reality, I think that's already concluded. The scaring part. I think it's more scary the ones that are here on Earth, but it goes to show that the whole ideal of it all is a lot bigger than we thought. Like our governments here, our problems, our cultures, the problems that we have on Earth and the things that have happened here is just a small part of what's really going on everywhere. And it's not that we're not on a physical ball. People tell me, Bruce, we live in the physical world and the aliens are not in the physical world. I say, yeah, I know, because that's the theory that everyone's saying. But in reality, whether they're quasi projecting themselves into the physical realm or not, I'm not in a physical realm. There's nothing. The only thing that's physical in my realm is the spaceship or natural planet that I'm on, because the planet's spinning around and moving. So I don't think I've ever gone any slower than 1,100 kilometers an hour. If Earth is rotating, you can go up to Antarctica, or whichever pole, and just go out in the center and stick out my arms. That's the only place where I'm going to be turning it in a circle, because everyone else is just like turning in odd ways. And think of it, you're always moving. What physical world? Is there a ground? I believe that under all these planets and everything, the stars and everything that's up in the sky, I believe there's a ground, very big ground. So maybe that's what we are all on. Back billions of years ago, there was only solid ground everywhere. It was one big slab. It was laying on something. I don't know, a swamp. Who knows, right? Then that exploded. And then that traveled through space and whatnot and caused asteroids and collisions and stars to form and whatnot. I think it only makes sense. I think it only makes sense that there was a solid, like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If, space is dark, well, it was bright before. Duh. Honestly, chemical reactions in space happening and then all these planets forming. But I'm not really intrigued by that. I'm not. I'm more intrigued about who's on the planets, and now starting to get a lot more intrigued as to who's in charge of humanity. Is it really humanity, or is it, aliens that are watching us? But in reality, it's always humanity, but humans don't know that it's aliens watching us because maybe aliens are discreet. Somebody, His Highness says some of those winged creatures that I'm getting on the moon could be draconian dragons. So I was like, yikes. Wanted to shoot that out there because some of you contribute a lot of ideas to the channel. Reptilian dragons, scary stuff. Very scary stuff. I need you tonight. I wish all the ladies needed me tonight. I wish all the ladies needed me tonight. Sabinator, hi guys. I'll try to stay awake this time. I like that one. Made me laugh. Not new, Jules of Southern Oregon in the house. Love you, man. Oh, I know you're not new. That's why I said, "Hey, Jules." I knew you were the first in the house. We're gonna need some new mods, though. That's what I was saying. The new Jules. Thank you for watching me on the Rumble platform. I hope you have your bullet proof jacket on. Alex Forti, comment ça va, mon frère? Bro, sais-tu que t'es la même personne sur mon Twitter, hein? C'est ça? Les deux Forti? C'est stupide, hein? Au début, là, j'avais pas trop. J'ai dit, ça se peut pas que ce soit la même personne. Peut-être que c'est quelqu'un d'autre ou. En tout cas, sorry for my stupidity on that. If it is that, let me know. Duh. Made it. Goblin Scribe is in the house. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're waiting until people come in. It's really slow tonight. 60 people in here. And thank you to you all for being here. Happy Friday, Bruce, and everyone. Susan Ravella, thank you so much. And next stream, they will all be charged up. These my little friends in the background because now I'm losing some juice. I don't feel so energetic. Nice, beautiful gift from our friend Susan Ravella. Susan, hey Susan, by the way, anything silly goes here. I adore your comments, and I have a lot of a laugh with the way you are funny. But please, if you get a comment taken down, I will tell you if it offends me. You can't offend me. It's impossible. You could try if you wanted to, but do rewrite the silliness that you said. Because some of you will come here and say, Bruce, I'm not a troll, but I write silly stuff sometimes. I'm okay with it, guys. I'm even sillier than you. You know it. I reply to the trolls. And that guy talking about pareidolia, I hope you're here tonight because I told you you better come by the stream. And I said, if you come by, I'm going to show you that structure and explain to you what pareidolia is. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain to you what pareidolia is. Imagine him getting mad for me saying, but I still respect you. He goes, what do you mean you still respect me? You're making fun of me. I said, no, I respect your idiocy. You know, there's a limit. Like, don't push me. Because I used to be a comedian before this. So thanks again, Susan Ravella. Leah, Darla, in the house. How are you guys? Hey, guys and gals, excuse me for lurking. Don't be silly. I'm burning a dead limb in the fire pit. And yeah, right. Get rid of the bodies. And stargazing. If I see a UFO, I will let you know. I will send you one, a UFO. And yeah, happy fire pit burning. So you're probably a lot like me. I love my fire pits. I'll be making some this summer. Maybe have a few of you along with me to, I don't know, maybe live stream by the fire. It's always very energetic for me. I need my fire. Rough Side Design. Salut. À toi. Merci beaucoup. Rousseau, no way. Yes, Elias, absolutely. And like I said, comme je te dis, là, Alex, Aleas, vous allez me donner vos noms sur le Rumble, en tout cas si vous êtes là, puis si vous voulez avoir un ranch en partant, parce que là, on va les massacrer. En tant que vous me promettez de rire d'eux. Twitter, how are you guys? Thanks a lot. So is it a little overwhelming, everything that I'm showing, the clouds and everything up on the surface of the moon? If I'm able to filter, guys, the moon, well, luckily I'm able to even filter some of the UFOs in the sky and the UFOs on the moon, not just structures. So it's really, really cool. I'm happy to be able to do that. Is I have some interest with some people here that are interested in the research. So I can't thank you guys enough. Holy crap, Sabinator, thank you so much, man. Dude, thank you so very much. Wow, man. I appreciate that. Trolls on Rumble are going to taste blood. I needed music in the background. Ooh. Haha, Sabinator lost. There we go. I laughed. Oh, that was me, actually, dumbass Bruce. 1 minute, 3, 2, 1, and we are in. Yes, 8 p.m., my friend. That's exactly what time it is in Canada. In Canada, Eastern Time, 8:21 now. Moving right along quickly. Hey, Jewel of Southern Oregon is here. JW is in the house. Made it on time, Michael. Thanks a lot. Alaski. Hey man, how's it going, bro? How are things, man? 2024. 2024. It's a new year, a new beginning. Good luck. Good things will happen. And I wish you a happy new year, my man. I feel like I'm in a matrix tonight. Sorry, people. You, LA. Yes, I always feel like I'm in a matrix because everything I post online, people don't really um, show up to look at certain things. It's our same amazing people that come by. Good thing. And it seems that whatever it is, I think I see. To trolls becomes a Tootsie Roll to them because it's a Tootsie Roll. I always like saying my hot dog theory. What's a UFO, bros? Well, a UFO is anything you want. If I whip a hot dog off my barbecue at the neighbor, hit her in the head, and it falls in the long grass, she dies, and nobody finds it. She died because she was hit by an unidentified flying object, whether it's a hot dog or not. And a lot of people that are telling me it's little tiny objects, Bruce, you're getting on the moon. Well, no, you can't see anything on the moon because that would be like saying that my telescope is amazing, that I can get little objects like cars. Because some people are telling me that those things around the moon are satellites. Satellites are not. We're actually going to look at some real satellites in the video. Also, I'm happy I put those in. And right beside the satellite, we're going to satellite trains, by the way. So you could imagine I'm going to show you a satellite train of 150, 160, and one of 60. And imagine seeing only one of those lights out of the whole train after it has gone up in altitude, because that's the first few hours. If I was able to see a satellite train, it's because when it leaves Florida, Texas, wherever it leaves, I can see it here. It comes over Quebec and comes over the horizon, and I got about maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds where I can film the satellites. The satellites are pencil points. They're very, very small, and then they rise in altitude. You're never going to see them again. Space station. Somebody says, I can see a space station go by. Yes, a space station weighs almost 1,000,000 pounds. It's big. Some people can see it. And how do you see the space station going by? Smaller than a pencil point going by in the sky because it's pitch black and you can see it. You think you can see it in a day? No, of course not. You'll never be able to see that in a day. Hey, man, thanks again, brother. Really appreciate that. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Kaylin, thank you very much. President in the house. Appreciate that, you guys. Stéphanie Black, dans la maison. Merci, Stéphanie. J'espère que tu vas bien ce soir. Puis merci de regarder. Merci toujours de venir, la gang. Galactic Local News is in the house. Thank you very much. Hello again. Thank you for coming back, guys. Appreciate that. Love the name of the channel, by the way. Guilherme, hugs from Brazil. Right on. Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Ready, 5 standing by. His Highness. Thanks a lot, you guys. Round 2, number 2, ding. Yeah, exactly. So here, I did not even think that was the same guy. Stupid, eh? It is the same name, right? I don't know why that buzzed me up. Hold on here. Yeah, boy. And if I scroll all the way down, the Divine Sorcerer is in the house. Thank you very much. PDZ DRZ, thank you very much. Uncle Bruce, are you familiar with Alex Collier? Alex Collier. Alex Collier. That rings a bell. Why does that ring a bell? Alex Collier. Dun, 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 dun. Images, compressed images. Alex Collier, okay. and not saying what he's doing here, but no, really not familiar with him. If I click on it, what does it say? Defending Sacred Ground. Okay, so he must have written a book. Most likely it's that. He's an author. Right. Okay. Real name Ralph Amagron. One of the most well-known people to come into contact with alien. Did you ask me that the last time? I know Ralph Amagron though. So, okay. So that's his real name, Ralph Amagron. Yeah. Collier's experience interacting with the alien race has been hugely helpful in showing the rest of the world that extraterrestrials do exist. Usually helpful in showing the world extraterrestrials do exist and that their technology is far more advanced than our own. Collier's interactions also blew the lid off secret alien race that is currently controlling the planet. Yeah, yeah. Known as regressive ETs, I heard of them. Yeah, Collier worked as an undercover informant for the CIA, as they always have. That's why a lot of you guys, not you guys, but some of the trolls, came here and thought that I was a CIA operative. And obviously, since I'm a little, he probably said he's just acting dumb. No, I am really dumb. It's authentic. Known as regressive ETs, Collier worked as an undercover informant for the CIA, and he also investigated plenty of cases that involved extraterrestrials. What's not for nothing that, retired CIA and MUFON people and everything that were interacting with me, because they are the eyes for the Pentagon and the military in the States. Anything that comes into MUFON, they don't have to publicize it. They can grab it and discreetly hand it off to the Pentagon, and they can find out where the area is without bringing up any big story. They did that with mine, with my footage, which is okay. It's okay. It was talked about. If it's something dangerous that they didn't know about, I highly doubt. But then again, there's a lot of extraterrestrial craft or technology, different objects out there. I've filmed myself, several guys, so you can only imagine what the governments are. My God, filming. Ever since first talking about his encounters with aliens, Collier, and has this guy been vetted? Collier has been under extreme surveillance, yeah, by the government, and many people see to discredit him and his observations. I think I know why you sent me here, eh? What Collier has to say stretches far beyond some minor conspiracy theory. His observations have blown the lid off the worldwide conspiracy about the reptilian aliens who secretly rule us. Right. Interesting. Very interesting. Defending Sacred Ground would be the name. It is the name of the book, if any of you are interested in finding this out. This was first published in 1997. 1997. Judy, how are you? Great info. Thank you very much. Love your dedication. I love you guys. Thank you for inspiring me, for the energy when you guys give me beautiful comments like that. It's inspiring to me. Thanks a lot. Again, Divine Sorcerer, thanks a lot, bro. Sugar Bees in the house. Hello, Patriots. Right on. Love it. Beautiful icon, by the way. Listen, Sugar Bee, what's going on in the States? Convoys, the border. What's going to happen? I think we're going to be hearing some honk in a couple of days. I'm actually going to try to be up early tomorrow morning, and yeah, take 5 minutes to look, but I'll be posting more videos tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching them, everyone. The videos, I appreciate that, and for your interest that you have in the research. I had a tough week, so forgive me. You are forgiven, my dear friend. Let the energy here that's in the community lift you up. Why does my name show up green now? Kaylin, that's because somebody gifted you. It could be Pat, it could be a Sabinator, it could be Ruth Kelly, it could be Darla. Sabinator just gifted out some membership. So now you, I hope you don't mind, you're considered a member. And because a Sabinator, he paid out of his pocket literally to be able to pay the $5-6 a month to be able to have you become a member. He gifted out to 5 members. So, man, thank him for that. And now with that, Kaylin, you'll be able to watch all the member videos on the other side, hundreds of videos that I posted there, and some subjects like things that I show, NASA images and aliens and stuff like that. The um, anyways, a lot of videos. You'll be able to view that, and you'll have the icons too, the extra icons, and you will have a green crest and a badge that says that you are a member. So uh, thanks a lot, Sabinator. Thank you very much. And that's why you see here Hey Martine. Hey, merci beaucoup, Martine. Je t'aime fort. Merci vraiment beaucoup. Martine, 888, j'espère que vous allez bien, toi et ta fille et tout. J'espère que les choses s'avancent. Merci, Martine. On se voit dimanche, peut-être? Martin, thank you, from the French community. Those of you, if you're not French, I have OVNI Quebec Astronomie. It is a French channel that I also do full time there. Maybe you have some people that you know that speak French and that don't understand the language very well. So you can share out the channel, maybe go head on over and subscribe. And hey, thanks for the interest here. It's a free channel. If you, thanks, Darla. If you want to help it grow, you can subscribe. There's no obligation. Eventually, we will just do the stream, subscriber streams. We do one every second one. Next stream will be subscriber stream. So you guys can subscribe so they'll be able to join those streams. It's not so that I can force people to subscribe. It's so that we'll have less problems during the streams. Don't forget, I get fake channels that come here. Some people even have channels like Bruce Sees All that will tell people off. So do keep a heads up for that. And if you get blocked by a mod by mistake, or it shows up that says some mod blocked you, it even happens without them doing it. So just relax. If there's a mistake, you can come back. It happens often, so don't worry about it. You don't have to flip out, but you can if you want to. We'll just have a good laugh. Dark Star, Huxley, Breakaway Civilization. Thanks, guys. Right back. Give me a second. Put a lighter hat on. The other hat's a bit warmer, actually. Keeps my head a little too warm. Hey, Robin Phillips, thanks for being here. Merci, Robin, merci beaucoup. Bonsoir, mon frère. Yes, sir. OK, yes, je reconnais la chaîne dans la maison ici, Hollande. Yes, sir. Robin Phillips, merci beaucoup, mon ami. Donovan, thanks, man, for being here as always. Dark Star Huxley, Breakaway Civilization. So, yeah, so that's a scary thing. And you know what, man, I'm really happy you brought it up, because what I'm going to show you in the military video, only 70 watching right now, 3 platforms, hard to believe. The footage that I'm showing, guys, I have 20 people on each platform watching. There'll be 20 on YouTube, 20 on Rumble, and you will see that till I retire. And I'm going to be here for a hell of a long time. So people are going to have to get used to seeing me here on the platform. I'm not going anywhere. It's going to blow a hole in the system. This is going to be like a laser beam through titanium, and that's what it's doing right now. It's heating up the system. I'm just leaning on it. It's glowing red. Anyone could have posted that. Somebody that doesn't even have a vocabulary to talk. It doesn't matter. Posting the truth on the moon, one person can see that and it's game over. Do you think it's happened? Do you think that right person has fallen upon my research yet? Do you think AI was able to hide that from the world? I don't think so. Rusty Dingus, which telescope do you use? Thanks for asking, man. I use CGXL 14-inch scope with the HD option. I have a Nikon D850 at the back of it with the proper extension, and that is a kit together that I use, and it's a good quality telescope, a CGXL, if you want to look it up to see what type of telescope it is. Thanks for asking. Yeah, absolutely, you guys. So Dark Star Huxley, you will see in the videos. Okay, let me shoot out there. Imagine the Pentagon going up there and finding out, that there's only, I don't know, 10,000 people there or something. It's a theory, and that they're not an intelligent race, or that they are, but they're not flying yet. They're stuck on the ground. If they wanted to take possession of it to do secret projects, do you actually think they would take out an entire race on another planet or something? Hell yeah. I think they would. I honestly think they would. I don't know how many times I mentioned, do you guys and gals think they ever sent a seal? Oh, my lights are going out. Do you guys ever think they sent a seal on the moon to dive into some of the oceans there, right? His Highness, Earth's cloud, like it was talking about the end, you know, where the moon is placed inside of that tail of the cloud of Earth. Yeah, and not just that, the moon is inside of the Goldilocks zone. It's right inside of the atmosphere of Earth where the oxygen extends many thousands of miles. Many, many, many thousands of miles, like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 miles past the moon. There is oxygen, and that's just the geocorona of Earth. Am I using the proper term? I believe I am. Geocorona. That is what tells us how far the oxygen extends. Earth's atmosphere stretches out to the moon and far beyond. And the European Space Agency talking about that. So, yes, the outermost part of our planet's atmosphere extends, our oxygen extends well beyond the lunar orbit itself, almost twice the distance of the moon, guys. Twice the distance of the moon that our oxygen is around Earth. So I'm telling you, there could be even other planets that are almost close to the oxygen of Earth. I'm telling you, there could be one behind the moon and they're not even showing it. The outermost part of our planet's atmosphere extends well beyond the lunar orbit, almost twice the distance to the moon. Recent discovery based on these are observations by ESA, NASA. I get itchy when I talk about them. Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, SOHO, shows that the gaseous layer that wraps around Earth reaches up to 630 kilometers away, or 50 times the diameter of our planet. The moon flies through Earth's atmosphere. So literally, and I got a lot of people laughing at me, but they're saying it themselves. And it's not about whether NASA's telling the truth or not, guys. It's important to know what everyone's saying, right? So we only have facts online. The geocorona extends. So you see, somebody said that I was a stinking liar because I said it was over 100,000 kilometers. And then I said it was over 100,000 miles past the moon, our oxygen. And it is many 100,000 miles because it's over 600,000 kilometers, almost 700,000 kilometers. That's like going to the moon while it's at its furthest and then coming back at its furthest. Perigee apogee. That is how far the atmosphere and oxygen extends beyond Earth. So get this, any and every asteroid that is in lower Earth orbit, what the hell's wrong with me? Sorry, Neuralink. What the hell is wrong with me? So all the asteroids that are in lower Earth orbit right around us, guys, have vegetation all the hell over it. It's covered in these trees, probably hedges and cedars, because they're everywhere. We just see Christmas trees. No, but there's vegetation, moss. I think it's a bit more than the moss. It's growing. It's going around the sun. It's in the oxygen. The Earth is filled with it. Asteroids, some consist water inside of it. Probably some even on the surface of the asteroids. Dennis the Menace. We look at real asteroid images and we see bloody city-like structures on asteroids, guys. Probably refueling stations even that are on these asteroids. So only a certain time of the year can these observations be done, when the Earth is, and its geocorona came into view. So for planets with hydrogen in their exospheres, water vapor is often seen closer to the surface. That is the case of Earth Mars, and Venus. But they don't want to talk about the moon. The first telescope on the moon, placed by Apollo 16 astronauts in 1972, they said, captured an evocative image of the geocorona surrounding Earth and glowing brightly in ultraviolet light. Coming soon, ultraviolet light. Yeah, well, that's the same frickin' light that you see around the moon. When you look at the moon's so illuminated bright. So clouds of hydrogen. They're talking about the sun interacts with hydrogen atoms through wavelengths of ultraviolet light called Lyman alpha, which the atoms can both absorb and emit. And blah, blah, blah. So you read all that. So it sounds all smart and interesting and whatnot, but they don't want to come out and say, there's a city there on the moon. I believe that they are going to admit it. They're going to talk about, some of the structures up there. I'm pretty sure they are going to possibly talk about some of it. Thank you very much. Merci, mon frère. Merci, Alex. Yeah, so Alex, man, and a lot of other people, Aliaus, whoever, depending if he's not working, si tu travailles pas, Ormstown, but we're going to have to do something before that. But yeah, the Ormstown Fair. Any of you want to go to Ormstown, Quebec at the fair this summer? Well, you're going to be able to meet up, and we're going to head on over there. They must still have those makeshift bars that they have there with the haystacks and the horses and everything. Every time we go there, it's a muddy. So bring your cowboy boots or whatever you have to bring. But yeah, it's a good idea to unite ourselves. That's Alex that thought of that. Tell me you did, bro. Our pleasure, Kaylin. Absolutely. It insists some people. Be honest with you. Maybe a little shout out that the channel did that gift out. This isn't the only channel that gifts out there, by the way. But it's thoughtful of him to do it because he had to pay it himself, for five people, and he's been doing that every stream. I thank you so much, man. And Kaylin, like I said, welcome to the member side, and thank you very much. Appreciate that. Totally awesome, y'all. Let's go down here, all the way down. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Negasonic, middle-aged. How are you? Hello, welcome. I'm part reptilian. Rocks have the best heat to lay upon. It's true. It's funny. I have problems with my feet on some end. Maybe I'm not a reptilian. Whoops. What the hell was that? There's a fly on my microphone. Guy slows it down. The tongue is split in half. What the heck? You guys ready to watch a good video? Count Derpula. No, Bruce is tweaking, not twisting arms. That's Sam's Gutch's Gerb. I missed that one. Must be. I'm getting old. I missed that one. Puff, puff, pass. Sabby in the house. Hey, thank you very much, Sabby. Nice to see ya. Honk, honk, Jules. It's coming. Oh, yes. What's going on with our friend Oliver Klein, who's been here since the beginning of time? Please let me know if anyone can see Oliver Klein in the chat. It seems that he is not able to come, and I am watching for him. Are you friggin' serious? Well, there's somebody else that is coming here. Somebody named Francis. There's a friend of his that's also going to be here that wants to do tests and wants to know if people can see a Francis here. So if you guys can see him, let him know. Sure, you guys, I'm not the one taking down your comments, and I'm not the one blocking. I'm really sorry about this happening. You will eat the bugs. Never. Anthony Williams, never. Same to me. Love you, LA. Thanks again for being here. Good vibes. Timothy Martin, all I see is towers online now. Towers online now. Ack. Systematic disclosure in the house. Brother Kai in the house. Buffering. Sorry about that, guys. We've been having some problems. Yeah, I can tell there's buffering if we're only 90 watching with 3 platforms. I get more just streaming on YouTube. That makes no sense, does it? Yeah, that's a little normal, I guess. Bruce and Joe Rogan, please. Thank you so much. People are not here because I was going to show military formations on the moon. Military formations. Can you imagine? Stephen A is in the house. Hey, Stephen A, thanks, man. Very expensive telescope. Best camera on the market, too. Telescope and camera, for sure. Definitely. And the Nikon D850. You can look up the reviews on those cameras. They're extraordinary cameras. You can zoom up thousands and thousands of times. With Nikon D850, the image, there's no limit of zoom. You don't have pixelation. So if there's a little circle in your image, well, you can bring the circle big and you can show it. That's the beautiful part with a Nikon D850, but $10,000 camera. They don't give it away, the buggers. 10 Cent was driving, listening. What's going on? What you said before, Bruce, about the reptilians, I wonder if they are the fallen angels. I love that, guys. Thanks for bringing these things up. These are all possibilities in my head. I would not rule any of those out. Fallen angels. Lucifer is known to be a reptile. Oh, there's an interest. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Honestly, that is an interesting one. I do want to see myself on Joe Rogan. Honestly, because it has to come out, guys. Please do a live show of telescope viewing sometimes. Yeah, I have no setup for that. That's the thing. I have no setup, and we're going to be jumping around, always going on you know how fast the moon goes by? It goes by like that. I have to slow the moon down so we can get a good look at it. I got a garage next door, so it's always grinding, but I don't have any application. I don't have a cell phone to use and whatnot. As a matter of fact, Lisa Eckerly had given me a cell phone, but it was her that had the control to it, so I never had access to it. So but thanks for asking. Hunt Fish, Quebec, Canada, chasse pêche. Thank you very much. I thought that was Pat's channel. I hope I am subscribed to Pat's new channel. If it's not that one. Thank you, my friend, Merci beaucoup. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And say to yourself, the Americans themselves know it. That's the sad part. It's really sad because, makes America look so stupid, and they're not. It's the ones running it, but everybody knows that. The other countries know that. I even think the immigrants going in the country know that. They're gonna fuck Biden over. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't going to happen. They're not dumb there. And it's very sad because they're taking advantage of some people that are trying to come in. But overall, it's not my problem if another country has a problem, right? We're stuck with our own problems here. People are dying. Okay, sure. Anybody would fend and help anyone dying, but I think this is a big shit show scam. Where's the president of Mexico? What the hell is he doing to help his people? Why do Americans have to take care of the whole country coming in? And then what? It's like, it's a shit show. It's a shit show. It really is. No, listen, I hear you with that, but they're going to get screwed. Do you believe there could be, a coup that is done against the elites, and that there's a coup done and or a dismantling, because they are dismantling FBI and they're dismantling the CIA. They might not be able to dismantle it. They might not be able to tell us out. I hear you. Listen, I'm not going to. I, I I bet you most people even agree more with you than with what I'm saying right now. But I think that there is going to be the entire truth coming out because it's going to be leaked out. The same way Edward Snowden leaked out things that were, the surveillance and everything. Once it's leaked out, they're screwed. It'll be really screwed, honestly. Jules, thank you so much, Jules. Let's do a meet and greet. Absolutely. Anywhere around here, meet and greet. Any of you that are able to come down to areas around me here, you kidding me? I'll do one every weekend if you want. Meet and greets, barbecues. And my big ass telescope out there. I'll tie kazoo to it. Be a big presentation. It'll be totally funny. Jules, thank you so much. You guys are very helpful, guys. Thanks for the amazing contributions. Let's do a meet and greet. I would love to. Holy shit, Pat. You guys, thank you so much. Wow, guys. That is so much. Hope you guys are thanking the memberships. We got some new people coming by here that are now all members. You're all part of the family now, guys. So, hey, Bruce, is that Sabinator? Is that you? Yeah, guys. Absolutely. I know where the moderators are now. So if you guys are on the Rumble, next stream here, I'm going to write a list down of a few of your names. Like I said, we'll basically be using the same mods, eh? A little Canadian A there. No, absolutely, guys. We will be getting it up next stream without a doubt. I promise you. And we could do a test too. Yeah, actually, I'll do that, Rumble. You guys on Rumble, thanks for being here, eh? By the way, Twitter, I love you guys. Thanks for the amazing support that you're giving the channel. What's up, my man? Moon has to be inhabited. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it is. Had a vivid dream, Riley says, last night. I was in a base and fire appeared. An invisible dinosaur was above us. Then these religion people told me not to move or it will notice us. We could hear its growls. That is a little scary. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Pat, thanks a lot, man. Everyone, you guys. I'll tell you what, guys. Me, when my dad died, I wanted to remain a connection and a doorway open to the other side because I missed him. I was a kid, a baby, 6 years old. A portal stayed open. I did speak to my dad. People can have their own opinions. I don't care, my friends. I don't care what everybody thinks on that. I have respect for all of your opinions, but I don't care if you think differently of me. So, like I say, contacted lots of spirits in my time and talking to them literally, but there's never any verbal conversation. There's never a word that's heard or a noise or anything. There's only a presence of a shadow or I've never talked to a physical spirit, physical entity. Like I'm talking about something coming out of a craft, coming up to me like, hey, like nanu. Never happened. They don't have to. But I can tell you one thing. I'm pretty sure that if I'm not right, it's a very interesting theory. I believe that, and it's only because of you. You guys are helping me. Some of you said it's evil, Bruce. They're evil entities. They come in, they take your soul. At the beginning, I was talking about ghosts, and then some people were saying it's aliens, not ghosts, and then some people say it's the same thing, which is a very interesting topic. Making a deal, not with the devil, thank God, because I'd never sell my soul to the devil, but these beings, guys, I think they're coming in through our bodies. Okay. And I don't mean coming in by, coming into your room and harassing you or threatening you. I think they need us safe, and they would not want us to be poisoned or threatened by the elites and sickened, because then they wouldn't be able to come through our bodies. So look at it that way. So me, when I was a kid, I asked God to make me a portal. And of course, like, obviously, yeah, I probably was stupid, but I was 6. Again, don't forget. I had no idea about fallen angels, right? So I asked that, and I allowed my body to be a portal to the other side for, yes, and this is what I said, for everything that comes in and out. And I was young when I said that. But today, doing my research, I'm amazed that at a very young age that I would have thought of that, you know, and I wasn't 6 when I thought of that. This is at the point when we had moved away from where we were living when my dad passed away. And then we went to another place, and I was older, maybe, I could be wrong. I'm always wrong, a couple of years, 10, 12, whatever, um, maybe even a little younger, having, dreams. And they're not dreams, they were actually presents. Seeing my grandfather while I was on the operating table, um, holding his head in his hand with a sword in his hand, and his head cut off. The head was smiling. They had looked loving. They had told me that I was going to be okay no matter what happened, even in the rough times. Like someone else at one point told me that, I was going to be okay. So I do have a protection of something that's on the other side. And I never lingered on telling people whether it was demonic or whether it was not. You'll never know. And if people think that everything that comes into this world is demonic, there are things that we would never be able to wrap our minds around. Um, the beautiful story of the creation and God and everything like that. Imagine that that's only one story in a fishbowl. That's the best respectful way that I can say it, the most respectful way of me saying it. The story of God and the creation of humanity and the entire universe is one story among many others in a fishbowl, lots of them, right? And we were lied about ours. We were lied to. Um, whatever parts are real or whatever parts are not real, we'll obviously never know that. But uh, what does a guy do that has real spiritual connections and real encounters? How do I come on to tell people? Well, easy. You come on calmly. You tell people once every 2 or 3 months. You can shoot it out there, but I'm not going to start, pushing people to wake up for what's on the moon. I think it's, um, something that everybody knows about. A street cat, right on. I'm sorry for his passing. Yeah, a lot of you that used to know Street Cap one also have come by here in the channel, and I thank you for it. Thank you for it. Sorry for the loss of your friend, my friend. Hey, 1987 MCC. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks. Wow, guys. Thank you very much. Steve Connolly in the house. If there was no lies, there would be no wars or genocides. That's right. That's right. Hawkeye's 13. I like that. School of Learning. Hard Knocks, too. Yeah, this is a school of learning. I like to say that we are a soul wrapped in the mother's womb, a cocoon, whatever you want to call it. We're surrounded by the physical protection. We have to take care of the physical body, not to harm the soul inside. The soul runs free, and we have something to learn. I do believe we have something to learn here. I really do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can be deep, guys. I really can. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks. It means a lot that you give me your opinions and stuff on what I'm saying. But like I said, not everybody is everybody's interested in real ghost stories and paranormal stories, but not everyone is trusting. And a lot of people like the fisherman stories, where I caught a fish this big. And some people like the attention, some people just like friendship, so they're going to start saying things that maybe will attract people. So I think that's beautiful, because in reality, the aliens and or spirits, gods, demons, whatever, they hide themselves. And no matter how evasive one can be to someone's life, or even to the point of destroying it, that person's going to have a near impossible time proving that. Will have to undergo mental examinations. Think of it. Think of it. There's really a ghost in your house. I've had poltergeists here, but you know what? I've always accepted them being here, but yeah, you probably don't understand what I mean by accepted here. I'm a strong soul. I do all the protections that you want me to talk about, which I don't talk about. Go all the way to talking about salts in the corners of the room, burning incense. I know everything about what people want to suggest me to do, but in reality, I've always we live in a physical illusion. So I create in this illusion. I create a ball of light around me. So the system that's fucking everyone over is going to jump over me. It doesn't matter. They don't need everyone. You know, whatever's controlling the system has no eyes. It's through sense and feeling, controlling people's directions, minds, and through a whole bunch of stupid telemetry or telepathy. Or by this point, even with the 5G, I'm very worried about what they're doing. And don't you find it odd that something occurs but then stops and it makes no sense? Not that I want school shootings to happen, but why do they happen for several years back to back, and then all of a sudden they stop? Well, look who came into politics, and look at the shit that they're doing. I'm telling you, we got some very bad people here on this planet. Religion is all about God, but God is not all about religion. I respect that. Very interesting. And like I said, with all due respect, not to put any religion down, but I do believe, or maybe some of you also believe, that there could be a little bit of a lie, and that's only a theory. It's only a theory. There could be a little bit of a lie in the many scriptures or Bibles, and not even just Bibles, maybe even scriptures. Like we all know the translation that was done. You start off in ancient Greek, and then Hebrew, and then it's translated Latin, and all the Then you got the Muslim religions that are giving their own opinions. You got the Christians, you got the Jews giving their own opinions and stuff like that. And aside from opinions, God is God. And if God can't be seen, it's maybe for a reason. It's maybe because you're not supposed to be looking for him. Maybe you're just supposed to feel him. And I think that people have a tendency, and take it from someone that's not religious. People have a tendency of looking for God to better themselves. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I'm all for it. But you don't have to look away from you. Why do you think that it's encoded in the Bible that we're built in his image, that he's a part of us, that we're connected? It's one energy. Of course it's one energy. He's a blinding energy. Yeah, it's like, I believe when we die we go back to that energy. It's just continual, one ball of energy. It keeps distributing itself and then comes back, distributes itself. Ooh, doesn't that sound a lot like a UFO? What UFOs do? So maybe some of the UAPs can be something spiritual. I have a lot of you telling me that. Bruce, the UFOs that are out there are spiritual beings. They're good beings, and I respect that. I also think they are. I also believe there could be bad beings also, though. I don't think they're all bad, though. So let's get into the video. Thanks for being here, everyone, and thanks for your patience. Let's share the screen. Thanks again for being here, everyone. And I'll put it in full screen. So now we're going to go through some zooms, both close and far. I'll wait till you see the military formation with the blue light. I'll hit it in your face at the last minute, and then all of a sudden your eyes will start seeing properly. And I'm telling you, all you have to do, my goal here is to show you once 3 UFOs or 3 objects going by in formation. And if you see it once, it'll work. But first, take a quick look at this. I showed you on the moon in a short video today. I don't know if you guys saw it, but yeah. So this is just a crescent moon, right? So when there's a crescent moon, we all know that they say that there's the dark side that's still there, but we just can't see it, right? Well, on the dark side, even though it obviously still is there, we can see explosions there. Now, I don't know if you guys know it, but you can look it up for yourselves. NASA says that it's near impossible to be able to catch a meteor strike. Very recently, they showed someone from Japan that said to be an astronomer, an amateur astronomer that was able to capture a meteor strike on the moon. I caught many before him, and I caught many bigger ones also. And this video itself shows 3 meteor strikes or explosions. But at the beginning, these meteor strikes that I thought they could also be UFOs leaving the moon. So I had to prove that. And that's why I see UFOs leaving the moon now, because I had to, really try to prove that. This is just a minute, then we'll get into the other video. So I want to explain something to you. I'm pretty sure nobody understood it. Explosions on the moon, okay, big whoop. There it is there. It's a double explosion, hard to see a little bit, totally normal. Over here, explosion 2, which is very big, by the way. You can see there's 2 spots. That's what I mean by double explosion. And then I bring down the intensity of light, and then I'm able to show. But first, hold on. This is the moon that we're looking at. The explosion is right here. Okay. And now, Mare Crisium, Mare Serenitatis, they're straight down from Bessel crater, the line, goes straight down to the bottom of the moon from Bessel's line, and there, right there, you have the explosion right near the mares. So, how did I do this? I want you to know that this was just a crescent moon. I overexposed it. That's why you see the light down here, because it's overexposed. And what I did is I'm showing you the full moon. So when there's a meteor strike, I have to find the video because I actually upped it like this. And that's when I found out that I was able to always film the full moon. Anytime I can see the moon, I can show the full moon. Remember, Darla, when I used to post these videos and say, here's the full moon tonight, and that people were getting mad saying you're full of shit. There's no full moon tonight. You can't see the full moon. Yes, I can. With my proper technique, I'm able to see the full moon. So obviously you understand don't wonder why it's all pixelated or blurred, not pixelated, blurred, because I overexposed it, and obviously we're in the darkness there. So pretty cool. That's the double explosion, double flash. See right there, boom. And it's cool because they're like connected. So guess what? You know what we just witnessed? Yep, this could be a UFO that went on the surface. So for me, this is like big news, but not a lot of people are going to be very interested, probably. Here's another explosion that I've showed you all the past few years. We're in the Southern Highlands. You can see it. Sorry about that, the volume. So that's another explosion in the Southern Highlands. So why is this pixelated, y'all? Because that little circle is very small on the moon and far away, very far away. So, like the amateur astronomer from Japan that showed an entire moon where you could see a flash, these are flashes that are always happening. And I go inside of the hazes through the veil. And that's why I'm able to show some stuff. This is a really cool video. We're looking at, I don't know. You tell me what we're looking at. We're looking at it in different ways. Don't get mad if you don't see it very well. It's deliberately made to be secret projects and hiding, right? Watch this. Obviously, my stomach, what the hell's going on? So obviously, I'm going to be stopping and showing you because I do want you to see that something's going across the moon. Do you have any bloody idea how hard it would be, even for an observatory telescope, unless it was this zoomed up, to be able to see these things? They're near impossible to see. The only reason why you're seeing black holes here underneath is because I brought the exposure down so that we can see this. And don't forget, we're filtering this through an atmosphere on the moon. It is near impossible to be able to do this. It is absolutely near impossible. I'm taking advantage of the Terminator line, and I'm filming along the Terminator line because the shadows from the Terminator line, which is, if you don't know, it's just the dark line that goes across the moon during the moon phase. It helps us see the structures because the shadows are reflecting off the edges of some of these structures, and it really permits us to see structures, but not only structures. Again, along the Terminator line, we're seeing UFOs. So if I move the telescope over on this side, we're not going to see the UFOs, but in reality, there's some all over the surface. That's my theory. So we'll advance it here. We see it going down. Did you notice? See, it was there the whole time there coming down, but we don't see it. I'm pointing to this one down here, but there's still three of them coming in here, right? We don't notice them. They're right there. There's another one here, and another one here. And you'll say, oh, yeah, only when I point to them. Look, there's another one here, too, right there. Very hard to see, but you see it right there inching down. And right now, there's only one, but there are actually three. Whoop, there's two now. Why are we seeing two now? Because it goes over the white. There's a third because we see it over the white surface. So here's a, guys, 6 times closer. And we're going to keep it going up inside. So, do you see the three? Hang on, we're not in any hurry here. So it's 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we have a perfect distance here, and we have one in front here. And military formation fly like that for a deliberate reason. Why don't they follow themselves like satellite trains? Well, so they don't run into each other. Duh. So if you can see these three, so for example, if I go like this, I know now you see it. Even though you can vaguely see it, maybe some of you will see it here appearing 1, 2, and 3. It's maddening, right? Because I'm asking you to force your eyes to see that the UFO is the same reflectivity as that. So the minute it goes ahead right there, I can't even not see it, guys. I can't. I see it all the time. But they're hard to see, like right here. You see them, two of them. There's three of them, though. You have to go ahead. Then eventually you'll see, oh, there's the third one. Why do I see the third one? Because it was over top of another surface. So let's start that over. Let's see it from the beginning. Military formations. Or I want your theories. This could be see-through craft. Why would something be? You see, I didn't even know that that was there. I just saw something else. I showed you that one. I showed you these, but there's one here now. Where is it? I lost it. There it is, right there, going down, right beside this one, right there, going down. There's 1, 2, and 3 here. You'll see eventually at the top, I have good eyes, and I'll see another one coming in here eventually. So we're looking at a hell of a lot of beings up there, guys. Okay. And I say beings, UFOs, because that's what they are. Flying hot dogs, whatever you want to call them. So this, we're going to do a good zoom up, and you guys can do it too. The zoom up. Keep your eyes here, by the way. Eventually, one's going to come in. There it is, right here. I get excited when I see that. Okay, you'll see better here. See them going by? There it is. Other one right there. So it's filled, and there are a lot of UFOs up there. But you know what? We can see where they're going to. I've filmed them leaving certain craters. So now here, the light taken down, you can see them even better. But it's just, some of you will say, well, yeah, but Bruce, it's not pleasant having to see it like that. Never said it was pleasant. But look at that. Getting to see it more and more. Filtering it. How am I filtering it? I'm just putting the exposure down. There's no manipulation here. It's beautiful. So what I'm going to do also in this video, I'm going to show you several events where I keep seeing this formation, both in the air of the moon and on the surface. So that's why I have a theory. If that's a see-through craft, it could be a cloaked craft. And guys, I'm just shooting it out there. Okay. Whoops, I just saw something else. Why? Because now I'm closer. This is never before seen. This is very important. As we're zooming into this circle, we're going to start noticing smaller ones on the outside of the circle. I get chills when I do this because I'm proving to you that by going into the footage, we are seeing closer to the surface even more activity. So at one point under that haze, it would be like in The Simpsons, and they come in, the clouds move over, and you see the nuclear plant. And well, that's how it is under here. You would see the whole surface. you would see a surface that's inhabited. And that's why we can see them in clearings. So here's my excitement here for the UFO. Let me locate it first and I'll tell you where it is. There it is. Oh, I got good eyes. Oh, there's another one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 now. You see, this research is the most incredible thing, and it happens to me all the time. Now, I know some of you are not going to see it right now, but it doesn't matter. I will filter it there. Say in mind you have 1, 2, exactly distance at the same distance. They're doing something on the moon. It could be what the hell's that? Give me a second here, guys. What the hell's wrong with people? All right. Wow. 3 of them, they're lined up. Now we're getting in closer, so I'm starting to see more of them up over the circle too there. 1, 2, and 3. They'll watch the next frame. There's one at the back again. 1, 2, 3. I see them. 3 in a circle, 4 in the circle. 1, 2, 3 on the right with 1 in the front and 1 over top of the circle there. And that's absolutely friggin' amazing. I see 1 in the bottom of the circle. So they're all over the bloody moon. Now we're looking at it with the blue filter. And by the way, guys, close down the screen, make it smaller so that you can see it both zoomed up and smaller. Come back to the stream when it's over and scroll to this video part and please do everything. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there you go. Now you'll see it. Oh, yeah. See them all? There's 4 of them moving in the circle. 1, 2, 3. And here. So what I thought was a military formation, we're seeing these 3, but there's something there on a line. So that means that is intriguing. I'll just let it play. We're getting in close to see those UFOs, which was now a military formation. And now because I'm closer, we're seeing even more. But it is a formation of 3, but we have other objects beside it. So that means several military formations, and you have some that are invisible. Yep. You have some that go invisible. So if you have seen once in this whole video so far, 3 lights going by or 3 objects simultaneously going by, that was my goal. And you're looking in hazes and smokes and clouds. So it's near impossible to be able to see that. The light's all the way up here. So see that? We're getting closer. Oh boy, we're starting to see. So you see, guys, the surface there is here under this. But people think that's the surface. So you never see the surface anywhere on the moon except for where the craters are high rising off the surface. Don't forget, we're going to go see other examples. I'm just trying to take my time to show you this one capture. Now we're closer. So now you can see there's more pixelation, but they're getting bigger, aren't they? Well, how do you think NASA finds the asteroids? Far, 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 far out. And look what moving exoplanets and whatnot. Right. Bruce, have you ever seen 3 triangular formations again? Well, yes. Hang on. Now check it out. 1, 2, 3, and again, another UFO on the outskirt following this triangular formation. I'm just realizing this now, guys, that there's another one here. I knew there was another one, but this could be the same object that I filmed before, but closer. So you have a spacecraft. You must be flipping out if you haven't seen it yet. This is a spacecraft, black cube turning around, changing a smoke. There's other black cubes with smoke there. So aliens or not, they have propulsion systems. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm concentrating on these 2. 1, 2, and 3 are following themselves. But you know what? So is that one following them. And this object turning around, smoke coming out its ass, spacecraft in the lunar atmosphere. Oh, please don't do that. Let's go. F you. So now I'm going to go back and forth so that you can see the spacecraft turning with the smoke behind it. See the other objects of 3 on the bottom, and it's actually 4 because I showed you the 4, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, now you can see it with the blue filter. Always the same technique that I do. You can't do anything. It's clouds. You can't do anything with that. There are no programs to get through that. I tried them all. It's bullshit. You can't do anything with that. If not, they would sell you programs. Hey guys, here's a program to look through the clouds in the sky. That sounds stupid. You can't look through smoke there. You can look through thin layers of clouds. So I'm trying to get a little bit closer to show you that it's really a spacecraft there in the surface. So coming out in the darkness, UFOs shooting projectiles of light. You can see them there. Quite simply, as they're coming out of the crater, because this was a crater. There's no filter or color here. This is the real red. It's just bottom of Mare Serenitatis, where you see the brown and red section. And they're coming out of a bloody hole there on the Earth side, and it's getting shot at. So somebody talked about Huxley, my friend, breakaway civilization. Is it the Pentagon that's shooting the people that are there, the breakaway civilization? We're being taken over here. Is it easier to take over the small group of people on the moon than it is to take over the humans? Or people told me that they're liberating the planets. This was not that long ago. Could they be liberating the people on the moon and then eventually liberate us? So here's an all-out crazy zoom of the same thing that I showed you, that formation of lights. You can see they actually have different shapes, but you know what? They're big. So here's another instance of three lights on the surface that have the same triangular shape. Get ready for it. Let's blow the clouds over. Hold on. Let's blow the clouds over here. Watch them blow over. Oh, well, it didn't work. What the hell's going on? Was it in slow motion? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll skip it. This one here. What's that? Triangular formation, right? Is it playing? The video playing? I think it is going ahead. Yes, it is. So in Milledgeville, Quebec, got that. Looks like a spacecraft. Looks the one on the NASA logo. Do you remember when on a NASA feed somebody said, that's an arrow that's on top there, when somebody said that they caught a spacecraft, that one? Do you remember that? Looks like a dragon tail, eh? Toby Lund. I left the name up because, which by the way, it's his finding, so he deserves to get his name put up. But he doesn't own the footage. Obviously, it's NASA footage. So yeah, man, Toby, good for you, man. Is it Toby or Todd? Anyways, look at that. It does look like a craft, but still, it doesn't mean it is. It looks like a tail. It could be a wing from some vessel. Also, pretty intriguing. Wanted to shoot that in there. And this was seen on a NASA feed, apparently. A lot of you people do this, watch the NASA feeds and come up with a lot of cool sightings and captures. So again, the chevron, Dobbs object, chevron, whatever you want to call it, could possibly be that. So if lights are leaving the surface of the moon, there will be more. If lights are leaving the surface of the moon, could the lights that I'm filming here leaving the surface of a frickin' Earth be the lights that are going to the moon? Are those the ones that are like bombing the moon, or are they not bombing and it's experimentation that they're doing and it's photonic light that we're seeing as they're terraforming the moon? Somebody also mentioned, Bruce, maybe it's not bombing, maybe they're just terraforming the moon. It's like, hell yeah, guys, we've been talking about these theories for a shitload of a long time. Like, seriously, because we have all the theories that everybody else said. I said theories. I didn't say Siri. Siri, what do you want? Hello? Let me close Siri now. I said theory, not Siri. Siri's listening to me. Siri, the moon's inhabited. Biden's a prick. Bruce Schwartz, infrared astronomy. Guys, listen to this. Check this out. See that little light here? That's a satellite before it climbs in orbit, and it's got its thrusters on to climb in orbit. Satellites don't fly around with their thrusters on, okay? And when they change directions, they change with the solar winds. They're always drifting, and it takes a long time for them to do a change. Then you're not going to see a satellite in the sky change directions, like leave this formation and head on over to the next formation. So when we play this, I want to show you, this is a satellite SpaceX from last year's, oh, it's 2 years ago. I'm also going to show you the real UFO that landed almost in my yard, literally. That's Venus. I want you to see the size there. See that? Where is it? Let's get it up. That's Venus right here with the infrared camera and no zoom, so that you can see the satellite train going by and the size of the satellite train. That's a short one that I saw of 60. The other one's 10120. And they will distance themselves out. They will climb in orbit, very high in altitude, and they're going to be invisible. Look at the size of these, and look at the size compared to Venus. So someone told me that the other light that I filmed, supposedly they said in my yard, was a satellite. The chandelier video that Jeremy Corbell cannot show is that. It's the same look, but his was with a heat signature camera. I took it with an infrared camera. We're going to have this heat signature with the drone, the infrared viewing, the regular viewing with the drone that we're going to get very soon. And yeah, out of this world. These objects are real, my friends. We are surrounded by these lights, which is very concerning. Honestly, we have no idea what the lights may be. So, little increments of showing the research. And I hope you're interested in that, because I am Joel Lark in the house. Sherry is here. I'd like to hear Bruce share some of his valuable knowledge on other platforms. Sherry, I'm on all the platforms. Absolutely, Sherry. I'm on Twitter. I'm also on Rumble. No matter what you want to call it, crumble, tumble, fumble, stumble. But we will grow it. So Rumble, and guys, check out my community here on Bruce Sees All. I'm continually posting in the community updates on things that are happening and whatnot. God is closer than our main artery. I love that. Didi, very well said. Very well said. Kevin, yes, creator of all. I think so too. Right on, guys. Thanks for contributing ideas. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, listen, we could be the fallen angels for all we know. Prayer works for all religion because the power comes from within us. I love that. I got some smart people here. Not just smart people here. I have some good people that have open minds, and most of you accept the differences of others. And that's super cool, guys, because it's important for all of us to do that, especially in a time where they're trying to break us all up together. No, I don't agree with certain cultures or religions, but if they're not doing any harm, it's not doing any bad. Uh, the only reason I wouldn't agree with other cultures or religions if they were doing something bad, and just never mind those cultures or religions. Like if they're really doing bad, just focus on the good ones. That's the way I look at it. And we all kill each other. Yeah, man. Other cause gold to us too. Cause God told us to. Yeah, exactly. We all kill each other because God told us to. And basically, that's what we're all doing. Killing each other. How many years? What? That was at 9:07. So okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Then must have a lot of people watching. No, but cool. Hey, Tammy, thanks a lot. Thank you. Wow, you guys always contributing. Tammy too. Love you for it. Thank you so much, my friends. So that's who we miss. A new member. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, you guys. Pat, thank you. Jules, also. Martine, vraiment encore un gros merci. Sabinator. You guys. You light up my soul. Let's get down here. Get down on it, everybody. Saros, thanks again for being here. Good evening, Tammy. Absolutely. Good night, peeps, and have a fantastic weekend. You too. Hey, JDR, superstar. Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot, man, for being here. Thanks for everything, bud. Bear Post is here. It's the Family Guy. Oh. Is it? Oh no, okay. You mean I thought you meant that I made a mistake. It could be I'm always making mistakes. When I was young, I was playing instruments. I was not on TV. Not very much, actually. Great to have you back, Tammy. I hope everything's okay. Right on, Riley. Thanks, you guys, so much for coming in. Scroll all the way down. Bruce, scroll all the way down. People are waiting to say hello. Kevin! And how come Kevin's not? Hold on here. Oh, no, it's because he just did it. For the drone jar, right on. And guys, I'm going to be needing your help to be checking out the good news here in Quebec. The companies, the MJ and everything, all those, the drones, it's the MJ models that we're going to be taking. And they absolutely have those businesses here in Canada. So I'm happy for that, for repairs and whatnot. And yeah, going to be very interesting looking at it. Thanks a lot, Kevin, man. Thanks a lot, bro. David, Colorado Rockies, checking in. Right on, David. 9:34. So now I'm getting back down to the right time then. Kaylin, hope you're enjoying the color, man. Green suits you. Always a blast. Thank you so much. Be weird if our government says Kermit Clemens. Hey, man. Happy New Year, bro. If I didn't get a chance to tell you, and even Merry Christmas, I want to thank you for the many years that some of you have been here, guys. I really love you for it. Thank you so much. Be weird if our government are aliens and they're causing all this killing. That is the other part that's a little scary. Imagine, if it is an alien evil race that is here and that it is, and I have to be careful about the extermination talking and stuff like that because of the guidelines on YouTube. But yeah, very, very scary. The thought of it. I agree with you. Bruce, you often say that what you capture is scary. What I find scary is not that, but knowing that the military complex would try to show strength or whatever, then we wouldn't stand a chance. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's what I mean when it's scary. It's that um, the scariest part is that the government knows a lot of this shit and that there's the alien retrieval program. Extraterrestrials do exist, guys, whether you believe it or not, they exist. They confirmed it. And we have to stop always just believing that everything's a false flag and that believing that nothing's going to, happen. Let's be positive. Let's make the truth come out. Let's make the elites lose, right? Because they're manipulating us with energy, guys. Okay. I'm going to shoot out these little increments of information, just a theory. You know, they're, killing you softly with these words. It's an accumulation of everything. Psychological, strain that the system has on you in um, every corner of your life. When you're at the school in the beginning, you're taught to be controlled. The parents are controlling. I'm not saying it's not good to be controlled by your parents. Just saying that you're born as learning that you have to be controlled. Even the ones controlling you, the parents that are controlling you, were controlled themselves. They're controlled at work. You're on the highway, you're controlled at work. You can walk into any business that's open and you think you're free because you can do that, but you still have to walk in with pants. I'm not saying it'd be cool walking in without pants. I'm just telling you, they tell you how to walk. They tell you when to eat, when to sleep. Why is it odd that somebody takes a walk in the middle of the night? I'm that guy. Outside at 3, 4 in the morning before the sun's up, going out for my walk. Police comes by. Can I ask you what you're doing? No, I'm walking. What the hell are you walking outside at this time for? Because he's going to tell me that it's ridiculous I'm walking outside at that time because nobody's out. But in reality, I'm going to feel that's true. I know it's a little weird. There's nothing weird about walking on a planet. This planet should not be owned by anyone. Honestly, the planet should be um, controlled to the point where people cannot destroy it, but controlling us like the governments have been doing. Why do you think they take the governments down the people all the time? That's what's going to happen again. They're not going to win. That's for sure. Thanks again, everyone, for coming to another amazing stream. What do you all think of the military formation? Let me know in the comment sections. Saturday, Sunday, especially Sunday, I'm going through the 15,000 likes and comments in the short videos. No, I wouldn't be able to, but I'm going to try. Some of you go all out. You're always there commenting. Come back from work, say I didn't have time to come to the stream, but I'm here after work checking out your stuff. I really do feel like we are an online family, guys. So I think that's pretty amazing. La familia. Ever since I started learning from near-death experiences, I am not afraid of anything. Thank you for bringing that up. That's another thing. Um, I would say the same. I think for me, a lot of people tell me when you die, there is no pain. Uh, not to linger on that, but it is true though. You see someone passing away, and you go like, "Oh, it was incredible how they didn't look like they were, you know, suffering too much. It just looked like they left or whatnot." So I saw somebody on Twitter. I don't know them at all, but I guess that their brother was passing away with cancer. So um, it makes me a little sad seeing young people, having that problem. So fortunately, deep rabbit holes that broke my heart. Sugar Bee, we do not want any hearts broken here. USA is going to kick ass this week. You know that? And Sugar Bee, this is the year they come back. Hey, how many days? Countdown to din, 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 din. How much you bet me Biden falls down some more stairs before the elections? Guaranteed. Thanks, you two guys. Really appreciate you all. I love you all. I hope you all know that. Space forces are David. That's another thing. Maybe. Yeah. Speaking of Space Force, I got my Canada flag up, which I'm ashamed of my country and who's running it and how we're running it, and I'm ashamed of what they're doing to the people. I don't usually fly my flag very, very much. I need an American flag. That's what I gotta get. We gotta keep America going. Where we go one, we go all here, says my friend, His Highness. Love you, man. It is all about the children. If you mean about what's happening, it is, unfortunately. Understand you can be completely my breaks a little more every day, but then I remember that just my spirit trying to expand. Right. Positivity. Yes, Darla, use cash, guys, as much as possible. Let's keep our currency going. That's as much for my Canadian friends and American friends. Rumble, I really love you guys. Thanks for coming over on that platform and or listening on that platform. I know some of you are doing the swing on both. So the swing, that sounded bad. Trying to be true and light. Just be it, LA. That's it. If you want to be good, if you want to be true and the light, you are. Just boom. Notice that when people come to stand up on a certain subject and really stand up and freely express themselves on a certain subject, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to come and going to try to bash you. And sometimes the people that are bashing you are not bashing you. Sometimes it's people that are debating, disagreeing with you. But often there's a lot of jealousy with people when they tend to be say that they're aligned. You get people religiously happy, saying, "I got no problems. You know, I don't look for God. I found Him. I'm good. Jesus Christ in my heart. He's here every day." Uh, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all for people trying to better their lives. That's what everyone should be doing, no matter how you're doing it. Look at it the way you want. We all have different gods. Some will say, "Well, it doesn't matter. We can't all have different gods." Wouldn't you agree with me that we could only have one? Well, so we all see God as a different person, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, we have our own ideas and opinions of God. They probably most likely changed the word God, God, God. You see it drop down 80, 70, 60 people, But don't worry when Bruce talks about God, talks about the interesting parts. I don't preach on or whatever. It's not about preaching. It's about, that Bible, whether that book is real or not, the events are happening. So whether they're using it as a guide to make those things happen or whether it's deliberately something that was written and happening, I don't know. So I'm suspicious. You're suspicious, Bruce. I hope so. I'm also mysterious. you know, I hope so. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm suspicious? We spiritual beings having a human experience. Oh, yes. Full nocturnal. Same, Mick. If stores refuse cash, review them and leave only 1 star. Yeah, there's a Facebook group doing that. That is absolutely amazing. And what they're doing is, they take cash, leave them 5 stars. Exactly. If they take hash, leave them 5 stars too. Yeah, cash, my friend Darla. You're absolutely right about that. That's a good idea. So you do a review for someone's restaurant. Guys, do you know here in Canada there are restaurants, stores, even grocery stores that do not take cash? They refuse you if you walk in with money. I would shun them. You know how the Jehovah Witnesses will shun certain people if they're doing, they're not going to church or whatever, they're outside of, they have to be shunned. Don't say no, I freaking know about the religion. And that's what we have to do. We have to shun the right people. Shun the stores that don't accept cash. Close them down. Make them close down. Remember what we did to Budweiser for doing the stupidity that they did, putting Mulvaney on a friggin' can of beer. Well, I mean, what a bunch of morons. So that destroyed Budweiser. So now Budweiser, it's done. They're done. Get her done. Yeah, 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 yeah. Stack PMs. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Sugar Bee. Yeah. Hey, Jolark. Thank you very much. I will match Kevin for the drone jar. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Um, yep. Saved up. And we're going to get a good enough one also. And I'm going to do it reasonably. I'm not going to go get a $5,000-$6,000 one. Why am I saying 5,000-6,000? Because that's what I wanted. Would have been amazing, because I would have been able to tell you the distance of the object, the size of the object. You would have been able to use GPS. But don't worry, we're going to look to see what we can get for $2,000 or $3,000 of a drone, and we're going to get one with infrared. And now, what I'm liking is that we have to go by the laws. So I have to call every time I'm going to use that drone, you know that, and I have to have a course, but I'm not going to grab one that weighs 10 pounds or 10 kilograms and plus. It's I think for a drone that weighs 200 grams, you have to register it. My drone has to be registered. You pay a little amount. You pay also have to renew that card every year. That's how the government makes money on you. Little things like that, right? That is so stupid. Do you guys have that in the States, in your countries? A welcoming tax? You know, my neighbor the other day bought a new neighbor. He just bought the house. He says, "What a stupid thing. What's wrong?" It was a welcoming tax. And I said, "Welcoming tax?" He says, "Yeah, welcoming tax." I said, "I heard of it before. I wasn't sure what it was." He goes, "Welcoming tax when when you come in, the town welcomes you and you pay $1,000 for a tax. It's a welcome tax." I'm like, that's what they do, eh? Then you pay school taxes, like we all pay school taxes. And even though I don't have kids that go to school anymore, Canada, Canada, when they die and their mouth is open, it means it was a hard passing. That's what they say, eh? Watch my mouth. It'll be open like a van, a truck. Excruciating. That's not funny, eh? I'm a little morbid. I like laughing at morbid things. Little Vincent Price in me. No, I was gonna laugh. Like he's the one that laughs in the Michael Jackson show. We're getting old, eh, guys? I'm getting old. Eventually, the jokes and the people I joke about, the actors I joke about, people are gonna be like, who the hell are they? If you want to give me a good birthday present, guys, um, on February 15th. I like coffee. No, I'm kidding. Subscribe to the channel. February 15th is my birthday. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, come on by on February 15th and subscribe to the channel. That way I'll be like, oh, a birthday gift. How beautiful. Little birthday gift. And I really want to thank you all for taking the time to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're really helping me grow and try to reach other people. It's important, if you guys think it's important to get this research out to other people. Really had a good time yet again. Best Intel News found here and on Before It's News on Rumble. Thank you very much, His Highness. Appreciate that. Yep, that's brother. Yes, that's what they're saying. That is what they are saying, that they're going to get rid of the cars. Is it here in 2025 or 2030? Something like that, I think, in Canada. Could be 2025. It's going to happen. Like I said, I'm going to make a go-kart out of my car. But then again, that will be illegal too. I can't wait for the uprising, guys. I can't wait. Ooh. Soon, Bruce, we're taking back all of our country. You will. You absolutely will. Boy, if I had my electric guitar right now, I would play the national anthem, Jimmy's national anthem. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, it's going to happen. But you know what, Sugar Bee? You know how we all have stereotypes. We stereotype everyone. Everything's stereotypical. Africans do this. Canadians do this. Canadian is the hockey and the syrup. Americans, it's that. In Texas, it's the cowboy hat and the howdy. And that it's so racist when you think of it. But in reality, and why did I want to talk about that anyways? Yeah. You know how everybody says that Americans are gunslingers, right? I mean, right. Canadians have guns too. I think all countries do. Don't you find it odd that there was never an uprising after everything that happened to America? Have you ever seen a country that has been attacked as much as America? Now you're going to tell me, be careful, Bruce, the Jews, and they did this and they did that. No, America right now, what's going on there? They're attacking everyone there. It's horrible. Okay. It is completely horrible. Okay. That what they're doing, taking over, letting immigrants come in, disrespecting the white people. That's another thing that white people are starting to be afraid of talking about, even me, because it's like you can't mention it. But we're not allowed to have a section where we can sit, have a coffee. Come on, it's pretty ridiculous. I think it's pretty ridiculous. 2024 is going to be more and more wild. 2025 is going to be insane. It will. It's a round number. Deadline gold. Ooh. Yes. And silver and gold. Look into it, my friends. That's for sure. Yes. Yep. I agree with that. Great stream again. Susan Ravella. Love you guys. Susan and Rocky. Thank you so much, for everything, you guys. Steve says they are now trying to make us believe Biden has uh, an IQ of one. Oh my gosh. Of 197. The most intelligent president of all time. Yeah, not. My butt's been wiped. My butt's been wiped. And you see him smelling kids' hair. He is the weirdest ass I've ever seen. I'm telling you, Biden, weirdest guy. That guy that said they was going to put black people back in chains, right in Congress. What's going on with America? Remember back in the days, all the Ku Klux Klan members that are in Congress. It was like basically 90%. It's like they all were into those secret society groups, and then something happened. So what happened? So here you learn that Ku Klux Klan running the Congress. You got white people. They said running the Americas. And then pandemic hits. We get the first black president, and then that's it. White people become slaves all of a sudden. Reparations. Come on. That is so funny. Black Lives Matter. Trudeau, you're a prick. Trudeau turns around and says, didn't respect what the Canadians did in Ottawa. He respects more Black Lives Matter. You believe me, he locks his doors at night, that guy? Yeah, definitely. For sure. I'll leave it at that. Black Lives Matter. Canada debt clock at $1.2 trillion. Hey, man, I never even looked into that. I know more about the states and the Federal Reserve and the money missing from there. That's incredible. Sabinator, you guys, I really want to thank you for all the incredible support, to the channel. Yeah, Kaylin, America falls, all countries fall, but it won't, like I said. But they're going to break it. It's going to be stripped of like its paint job. But Americans are strong. Americans are the strongest. I know it. Take it from a Canadian. Hey, Sugar Bee, I love that. I take it from the Americans to bring that one up. I love that one. We love you, Bruce. Family matters, and it's true. It really does. Good stuff. Thanks, you guys. Spec and love to all in the chat. I'm just about to get off here. Humpty, thanks for coming back, you guys. Stay strong, Patriots. Right on, USA. Right on. Yeah, just the swinging. I came out wrong. Love isn't an action. It's a state of being. You just need to be. Love that. I like sword fighting. Yeah, Steve, right you are, my brother. Bear Post 911 says, hey, finally I found the Rumble channel. Yes. It wouldn't find it. It wouldn't find it before. I'm happy you found it. You must be the only one there. There's not many people there on the Rumble channel. Doesn't get many views either. They're going to block all the platforms, but it doesn't matter. Susan says, my depth clock is right there with it. Yes, let's leave it at that. Guys, thank you very, very much. Much respect to you all for being here. Um, Leave me some comments, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in the channel. Um, and I think that's it. I'll be answering a lot of comments this weekend. More videos will be put up. And thank you, mods. We'll be doing some tests this weekend, maybe tomorrow. Pop up a stream here to look around to see what we can do with some mods. Maybe I'll put myself as a mod. Experience. Yes. I love that, Sugar Bee. Banjo. Guys, I love you very much. And I'll talk to you very soon. So again, I cannot thank you enough. Keep coming back. Absolutely keep coming back. God, creator, source, prime consciousness. I like that one. Quantum, very intelligent. You're right. Intelligence, the light, etc. All God. What you described there is all parts of God. I agree with that. Aceros, I hope I pronounced that right. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys come back again. Dark energy. Hey, I'm always sorry for missing some of you. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. Seek God. It is a never-ending venture. I agree with you. Even though we cannot fully define nor comprehend him. Well, exactly. I have met him, and I know what it is. He is, she is, Aceros, God. Do you like that one? What if I add that God, male, female, white, brown, yellow? We are all one. What if God has so many different emotions and vibes that each and every one of the people living here alive on earth that's alive is holding in a soul, and that soul is one small part of God. So you can never really see God completely or entirely because God is in all of us. So if your heart is able, listen to what I'm saying. If your heart is able to communicate, to accept, to love everything and everyone on the planet, you're going to get the vibes and feelings and vibrations from those people, and you're going to be able to use all of their energy because humans are a magical race. You want to talk about Merlin? We are far more magical than you all can think. And I'm telling you, the first magical being had nothing to do with sorcery. It's a magical being, right? Sorcery came after. The same way some of you tell me that fallen angels got their wings clipped, so they started making UFOs. I mean, I love that theory, guys. I'm not gonna, wouldn't rule any of that out. So, anyways, talk about some more of that on the next streams. We stream Wednesdays once at 5 p.m. Montreal Eastern Time. We stream twice on Fridays, like today, this afternoon, and tonight at 1 p.m. Eastern Montreal time and 8 p.m. Eastern Montreal time. And you're all welcome to come back. Please subscribe so you'll be able to join whenever I make the decision. I've been saying it since 2023, but eventually we will resort to having the streams for the subscribers, a way for me to thank you guys for coming back and being like a family. So thank you, everyone. I'll talk to you all very soon. Mods, thanks for being here. And I'm sorry I've kept you all here. 10. Made it to 10 even. Bye for now.